and once again, welcome back to Israel in Style, where you get an inside look at the top Israeli designers, the best musicians, artists, bloggers, and so much more right here from Israel. Today we have a bunch of very special guests with me here in the studio, and I don't even want to waste a second, so let's get started. To kick off today's show, I have someone in the studio with me that has a product that's going to absolutely blow your mind. When I heard about the company, I literally yelled at the computer screen like, where has this been all my life? I don't know about you guys, but I like to get my closest friends and, of course, my mom's opinion on anything and everything that I buy, from clothes to shoes and everything in between. Well, I have with me right now the CEO and co-founder, Adi Ronen, of Buy With, that allows you to do just that, shop and share with everyone. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, so I literally just want to jump straight into this because I think Buy With is the most genius idea ever. Tell me, this isn't an application, right? You said it's a technology.
Yes, absolutely. So we are a B2B SaaS company, and we developed a technology for e-commerce websites.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what does Buy With do? How does it work? You know, how'd you get started with it?
Yeah, so after the website embedded our code, so there is a Ask a Friend button.
Oh.
So any user on the website can click on the button, invite any friend or family member via WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or iMessage. And actually, after the friends click on the link, the session is connected. From now on, every action that I will do on my mobile phone will be on their mobile phone, and we can move together from item to item on the website and decide what to buy together.
So you guys are kind of like, let's say I'm sending the link to you. I'm shopping online right now through my phone, and I don't know, I'm on Royalty, amazing jewelry brand here in Israel,
Yeah.
right? So I'm on Royalty and I'm shopping online, and I want you to see it. So I send you a link, and so we're sharing screens. Like you have
Yeah.
access to my screen.
Basically, it's a smart screen sharing we developed.
Okay.
I can't have an access to your phone.
Oh, okay.
But basically, you can see everything on my website.
So anything that I'm shopping for on the website, like you'll be able to see from my phone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's not an application, like it's an add-on to e-commerce websites. How does that work?
Yeah, it's an add-on, no app required for the end user. And it simply works from the website.
Right, and then the other person that I'm sharing it with doesn't need to have anything specific.
Nothing, just click on the link.
So how did you come up with this idea? What was missing in the market that you're like, I have to get this done?
So basically, it all started with a fashion app.
Okay.
And then we realized that there is a need for end users to consult with friends and family, but in a fun way, in a techy way, and there is no appropriate solution currently. So we figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there's no, because I was telling you right before this that I don't know where this was when I was just in New York, but when I'm like flying or something like that and I'm going shopping, I send all my friends screenshots of what I want to do, and then it fills up their phone, it fills up my phone. So this was just kind of like a middle ground in between that.
Yes, and in addition, sometimes we want to consult on few items with a few friends.
Right.
So here you can do it.
Right. And so what companies already have this add-on on, and like where are you guys reaching for? Just Israel or like broader companies?
So we started in Israel. We have many clients like Royalty, the jewelries company, IndieBook, it's an e-commerce for books. Kipling,
Oh, wow.
It's a multinational brand for bags and accessories, Pretty Ballerinas. And now we are starting to negotiate with also brands from the US and from Europe.
Okay. And this is going to be, are you guys like limiting it to fashion?
No.
So where do you expect to expand to?
So we started with the fashion industry, but
Okay.
also the travel vertical,
Right.
Electronics, and many others.
Right.
Yeah.
And so where do you see Buy With going next? Where do you guys see it expanding?
So basically, we don't have any limits.
Right.
Because our product fits also to small and medium e-commerce websites, but also to the best brands worldwide.
Right.
Yeah, so we're absolutely going to expand it, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's no reason, I mean, I'm thinking about this so small-minded just from a cider point of view, but there's no reason companies like Adidas and I'm blanking out, Castro, I don't know, like brands like that wouldn't want to use this because it's only beneficial for them. It only shares the product with more people.
I know. Basically, we already proved that our solution converts to more sales for the e-commerce website.
Right.
Yeah. And in addition, we also create data for those websites. Really amazing and extremely valuable data.
Like what, for example? Like how many people shopped a specific item, or how many people like looked at a specific item?
More than this, like what people think about the product, the pricing, the brand.
Wow, amazing!
Yeah, I know.
So it's an all-around addition to any brand or any company.
Yeah, basically it's a new channel of communication for each website.
For each website, for each customer that gets the opinion of anybody else. So all you have to do is have the add-on. The website has to have the add-on. Okay, that was what I was confused about. Okay, so the website has the add-on, let's say, and then you click that, and the link gets sent to whoever it is that you would like to be sent to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, it seems too simple to be true, but I guess it is.
Yeah.
So what's next? What can you guys expect?
So currently we're raising our seed round.
Okay.
We already have some of it.
Amazing.
And we would love to move to the US, to New York City, and...
you guys will blow up in New York City.
I know, it's the best place for us.
Blow up. So if anybody out there has any information about any company, they're definitely going to get in contact with you. Adi, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There you have it, people. The most necessary technology that any e-commerce website needs to have. Make sure you go check out the Buy With and Get Shopping with your friends. So, next up in the studio is the VP of Creative and Design of one of the biggest workspace communities out there. She's the one responsible for creating the magical, comfortable, and aesthetically pleasing look of any one of the Mindspace offices. I wanted to hear some of her main inspirations and techniques to creating the perfect workspace, so say hello to Dali Schechter. Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, so first of all, what is the VP of Creative and Design? What does that mean?
Oh my God. Okay, so basically, I started working in Mindspace from day one.
Okay.
And as part of doing sales and doing the community of the space, I felt that I have to take a charge of the design as well, because on the one hand, I'm setting something that I don't know how it looks like yet. So I got collaborated with the architect and everything, and I did all the styling and the curating and all the art directing of the space. And basically, I realized that it really helped with the sales.
Right.
As the company grew, I started focusing on the design and all the user experience of the space.
Did you study interior design? Did you have any past experience with, you know, designing furniture? What do you mean no? That's that's crazy. So how did that just come about? Or was that a passion of yours that you saw, you were like, wait a minute, this doesn't
All of
look
my
right.
life, I wanted to study design, but then my dad told me, no, you
dad?
go study business. I think I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back to this business in a way.
So you did both, though. You ended up being, you work for, it's not a startup anymore at this point, Mindspace. It's a, you know,
kind of
a
big
successful,
corporate.
a very big, successful business. So before you were saying that, you know, the way that you were designing and creating had people, a lot more people coming in and a lot more buyers. How do you feel like your design really changes the way that the Mindspace offices look?
So we really care about the customer. The whole idea behind the design is just, it's not just being great and beautiful and cool. It's really thinking about the customer and how he feels every day when he goes to the office. Think about it. Every day people go to work almost 12 hours a day. It's crazy. So you have to create kind of like something that is comfortable, a bit homey, but very innovative in a way. So we're a big group of designers and architects and creative people, and all together we're always trying to collect ideas and concepts that will create an environment that will feel that way. But we're always trying to keep on like a boutique way design, very cool
chic and like it looks clean / minimal, but it's not minimalistic at all.
We're not minimal
exactly.
at all.
Exactly, yeah.
We're exaggerating. It's crazy because now I'm designing my own home and I'm like, I don't know how to design a home. I know how to design like huge, big offices with great murals, and it's a different aspect.
Absolutely stunning. And so is there like 3 things that you always have in like an office, in any office space that you've designed, that you're like, oh, these 3 things must be here?
So first of all, we're always trying to work with the best materials that create the best look and feel. Very unique and expensive materials, from furnitures to the picking the materials for the kitchens. So that's one aspect. Other aspect that I'm most connected to is working with artists. So basically what we do, we're doing a lot of research with understanding who are the best young artists in each city. And together we collaborate with them in creating together great creations. It can go from murals to installations to lighting. It's pretty fun because we're really taking part of the creation of the art. We don't just buy and put on the wall.
Yeah, you're having them come in and really do it in front of you guys, so it's like part of the experience.
Definitely. So that's the second aspect. The third aspect is we're doing a lot of shopping.
Yeah.
So we're going to many markets and vintage, secondhand. We're working with crazy suppliers around the world in order to collect the best unique pieces, vintage ones mostly, to create this kind of experience that we're talking about, boutique, cool, and style.
Yeah, and so this Mindspace started here in Israel, right?
Sure.
And it has grown, like you said, to a corporate mission, a kind of like a crazy company right now. So where do they have offices? Where have you designed their offices? Are you designing all their offices? How does it work?
So I'm only one person, so I cannot design them all, but I do have great people around me that we all together design the offices. And we are growing and growing and growing, but for the time being, we are in Israel, Tel Aviv and Herzliya. We grew in Germany. Germany is one of the best markets that we have. We're in Munich, Berlin, Frankfurt, and Hamburg. And then we have London, we have 2 branches. We have in Poland as well, in Warsaw, and we have in Romania, and we went to the US. We have in DC, San Francisco, and if I forgot something...
No New York? Not
yet.
No New York yet.
Exactly.
So you're trying to tell me that in every city, you were saying that murals and installations were a really big part of the designing, like the office, and making it really personal and unique. So you guys are looking for specific artists in that city, like new and upcoming artists to come and draw your murals and things like that?
Of course, in a way, we have our own language and vision that we're trying to find artists that think the same as us. We really take this process as a collaboration. So we want to find artists that we can work together and think together and have a great mind and creative to work with.
And so what about you? Where do you plan on seeing yourself in the future? Do you plan on taking, Mindspace and kind of creating it as your own creative space? Do you see yourself doing something else? What about it?
Me as Dari?
You as Dari.
First of all, staying in Israel.
Yeah?
I've been traveling so much through the company and openings.
Right.
And now I'm staying in the headquarters. I have great teams. They're traveling around the world and doing an amazing job. And
so I guess you proved your dad wrong, no?
Sorry?
I guess you proved your dad wrong, right?
Damn right, girl.
There you go. All right, Dari, thank you so much for coming in. You are such an inspiration. I love your style and your taste, and I'm sure designing your apartment won't be as hard as you really think it will be.
Thank you.
So, if you or your company are looking for a cool, fun, and community-oriented spot to move your offices to, you better check out Mindspace. And more than that, now you know the face behind the stunning interior design, so don't miss out. Last but absolutely never least, makeup. As you probably already figured out, I'm obsessed with makeup, skincare, anything that really has to do with beauty products. And my next guest will most likely agree. She's a professional makeup artist, but likes to do things with a twist. Say hello to Daniela Mark. Hi, love.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Thank God.
Yeah, so I am excited. I met your mom, I met your step cousin, we're connecting dots all over the world.
We're like family now.
Yeah, basically family. You should have been here a long time ago. Anyway, so you were a makeup artist. How did you get involved in makeup? Was it always like a real passion of yours?
Yeah, pretty much. For as long as I can remember, I think the first time I used makeup was probably when I could reach the counter where my mom kept it. And it just sort of like...
Rolled from there.
Exactly.
And so did you, go study go to school for makeup? Were you one of those kids like me that went on YouTube and just kind of figured out tutorials?
So I actually went to an art high school.
Oh.
And I always knew I was going to do something of the type. And I, fashion and art and sculpting and painting was all kind of in the plan. And it just sort of happened. Like, I just, one day was like bored, so I'm like, oh, I'll do a makeup course. And I was like, well, I could do better than this, and went on to YouTube and flew to New York to do a course, and everything kind of just
So people are probably going to look at this and kind of not understand. So why don't we really quickly tell them you do special effects?
Yes. I mean, I do bridal makeup, kind of just pays the bills, but this is definitely more of a passion. It's more of a way to kind of express yourself, your model self, like.
And it's kind of taking the stereotype of like makeup makes you beautiful and like shows you that it can
do anything.
A lot more
makeup
than
doesn't have to make you beautiful. It can make you horrific, or it could make you someone else. It can make you literally whatever you want to be. Like it's this,
So why don't we do? I know you have like a little demo that you were gonna try to do, and so we'll just continue the interview while we do it. Okay, so you said that bridal makeup kind of pays your bills. Is that how you feel about it? You have the passion for special effects more so.
So definitely the passion is for special effects, but I do have a love for working at Smachot more because, well, I did a lot of volunteering with, children and all kinds of, terrible places and things like that. And I realized at a certain point in my life that I'd much rather be part of people's, happiness, and like to take a bride the day of her wedding is like,
I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry. To like be part of a bride's wedding, I don't know, it's just so fulfilling, but it's not as much of an outlet for expressiveness, like
for sure.
You come, you do what a client says.
Less creative.
Exactly. So it's truly a love of mine, but it's definitely not what I live for.
Do you like the more gory stuff, or do you like the more like mermaid, colorful,
Oh,
like
I
requested?
I'm definitely more of a gory girl, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah?
That's for sure.
So you need to be like doing this in like, movies and stuff like that. That's like what movies and TV shows do.
Yeah,
Zombie movies
totally.
and TV shows are everything about that.
Totally. So Israel does not yet have a huge outlet for horror movies and those kind of things, but it's a growing industry, and I intend to grow with it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the plan.
So what are you doing on my face so that people
Oh,
know
I'm sorry.
out there?
Right
It's
now,
okay.
kind of following you on Instagram. You remind me a little bit of like a mermaidy, beachy kind of girl.
Oh, so fun.
So we're gonna do something very simple and beachy and nice and chill.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's so exciting. And so you were originally not from here, not from Israel, right?
No, I was born in New York. I moved here at a very young age.
Do you see yourself staying here?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I plan on bringing Hollywood here.
That's what's
That would be the goal in life.
This,
by the way, sorry for weirding you out a little bit.
Not at all.
But these are my cut-up stockings
So
that will give you the effect of scales once you put down some color over it.
Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I saw this on your Instagram.
Yeah. So if you take a peek, you can kind of see a little scaliness going on. I'm going to do a little more on your cheekbone.
This is so cool.
This is what we call special effects contour, where it's not like the brown and white, but it will give the same effect as the brown and white. And you kind of just pat it down a little over there. And anyone who knows me knows my signature is a little sparkle.
Yeah?
So can't let anyone go without that.
I was just gonna ask, are there like certain things, especially with special effects, that you like have to put in? You know what I mean? That's your special touch.
It's always sparkle. Even if it's gory, like you'll notice like there's a beat
eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly. All those things, there's always a little sparkle hidden in there. It's like my calling card.
That is it. And so where do you plan on, taking this in the future? Where do you see yourself going with this? Would you want to do movies and things like that?
That is definitely the end goal. Movies, high fashion, all of that kind of stuff. As of right now, I do a few small shows. I've done a few movies, mainly fashion shows, things like that, fashion photo shoots.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's kind of my my niche right now.
Mainly here in Tel Aviv?
All over.
Yeah?
I'll travel wherever is needed. There's a lot going on in Tel Aviv, but the truth is people like also nowadays that boho chic kind of
Yes,
thing.
definitely.
So there's a lot of like farm views and things like that.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, I love
So
that.
Halloween and, you know, Purim are obviously big times.
I was just gonna say, I feel like you should definitely be doing this. I'm definitely gonna call you for my next Purim costume.
You totally got it. I'm mostly booked. You better call soon.
I know. Wow, that's actually so true.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? What was the craziest, you know, like costume that you've ever done? You want me to hold this one? Then?
Yeah, go for that. Hold that right there. I'm gonna do one more tiny little one. Probably, I would say the Two-Face costume. I actually did that one purely for myself out of a photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big movie fan. Like I said, I want to be in movies, so, you know, Batman's kind of a up there one.
Do you want to act?
No, never. I'm a behind the camera girl. This took so
Oh.
much guts.
I'm so happy that we got you here. Then
I
This
am
is
definitely
worth
more
it.
of a
behind the scenes.
behind the
kinda.
scenes. Yeah, since I'm a little kid, school plays, all that. I'm like the girl who makes the set and and the costumes.
Great. You'll make the set and the costumes. I'll be the one you put gory makeup on.
Oh my God, I love. Yeah, so gore is gore, but it always has to come with a little bit of sparkle, just so everyone knows. It's
Where are
me.
some of your inspirations? Do you have any like makeup artists that you like have looked up to or you have followed their work where you're like,
Oh, definitely. First of all, I like follow the Oscars religiously,
Yeah?
and like less so the acting one, just more the makeup. So I'm always following with what's hot now. Unfortunately, today with all the CGI, there's a little bit less of that going on.
Yeah, I feel like it's all fake now.
Yeah, a lot of CGI except for in the horror movies. Horror movies have like a name to uphold for having proper makeup done. So I'm mostly from movies and a lot of fashion, mainly Pat McGrath right now is my latest crush.
Wow, I love that.
I'm obsessed with her. She's a British woman who has just taken makeup to a whole nother level, and she actually never studied anywhere. She just made it on her own.
Kind of like you though, no?
Kind of like me.
You wanna? Oh, look how fun this is.
So you're just a little pretty kind of mermaid. A little sparkle.
I love
some
this. Thank you
scales.
so much. This looks so cute. I do look like a little mermaid. This is amazing. Thank you so much for coming in, Daniela.
my pleasure.
I'm sure so many people, including myself, are going to reach out to you for Purim, Halloween, all our special effects.
I hope so.
Necessary holidays, and then for weddings, which, you know, just for
One
the fun
day,
of it, you
yeah.
know? Thank you
Just
so
a-
much for coming in.
My pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, it was great. If you are in the area and are looking for an absolutely talented makeup artist, whether for weddings, events, or even Halloween and Purim, Daniela is your girl. Make sure to check out her page to see some of her absolute best work. That's unfortunately all the time we have left of today's show. I wanted to thank all our guests for coming in, and of course, for all you viewers out there, make sure to check us out on our ILTV YouTube page under Israel in Style if you missed any shows. Have a fabulous and stylish week, everyone.